Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chiono. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I upcycled my old jeans into a bucket hat, and if it's something you would like to see, please keep on watching and let's get right into the video. To make these bucket hats, we're going to start off by drafting out our patterns. As you can see, we have the crown, we have the body, and we have the brim. And we'll be starting with the crown measurements. Right now I'm folding my pattern paper into 4, and I'll be dividing my round head measurements by 6.28 as you can see me doing, and I added ½ inch for sewing allowance. I'm just going to be marking what I have round while maintaining my tape at the tip. And I'll use my marker to trace it out to make it more visible, and then I'll go ahead to cut it out. So this is what our circle is looking like, and then I just thought to label it. Moving on to our next pattern, which is the body, we're going to be dividing our round head measurements by 2, and then I marked it as you can see, and I added ½ inch sewing allowance, and I'll be working with a height of 3 inches, and I marked out 4 inches because of ½ inch allowance at the top and at the bottom. And then I'll rule a line across the points I marked. Because this is going to be on fold when I'm cutting it, I went ahead to just indicate it so I don't forget. And then I'll be cutting it out. So here we have the body of our bucket hat ready. Moving on to the last pattern, which is the brim. I folded my pattern paper into 2, and to get measurement for this, I divided my round head measurement by 3.142. And then I went ahead to mark it out as you can see me doing. So here I'm just using my marker to trace out the points. I would also be working with a height of 3 inches, but I'll mark out 3.5 inches because of the sewing allowance. And also at the top I added 0.5 inches for the seam allowance or sewing allowance. And then I'll go ahead to cut it out. As you can see that I didn't cut out the 0.5 inches I placed at the top. We are done with the pattern drafting of a bucket hat. This is what it should look like. So now let's get right into the sewing. I went ahead to cut it out on my jeans, and I also cut out a lining piece which I'll be attaching inside. So firstly, I'll be joining the crown and the body together as you can see in the video. But before that, I'm going to be notching the body and the crown as well, just so it's going to be easy for me to place them while I'm sewing. And I will be repeating the same thing to the lining piece. This is what it's looking like after I was done stitching it down. And then I'll go ahead to join the brim to the body from one point to the other point, and I'll be using my pins to keep them in place. This is what it should look like after you are done sewing that, and then I'll go ahead to close up the sides and also the opening at the crown. Bucket hat is coming out nicely as you can see. So right now we're going to be joining our jeans with the lining piece, right sides facing each other with about 0.5 inches, and I placed the parts I joined the two pieces together while I was spinning. And I'll be leaving about 2 inches, which I'm going to use to turn it to the right side. This was such a struggle turning it out, so I would advise you leave about 3 inches. This is what we have after I was done turning it out, and so I went ahead to iron it, and then I'll be running straight lines round the brim. I just did about 3 lines with mine. Well, you can decide to do more depending on how you want it to look. This is what I have after I was done sewing mine. I loved how it turned out. Let me know if you'll be trying this with your old jeans. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and also drop a heart emoji in the comment section if you watch up to this point. Thank you. See you in my next video.